When your guy on your team has that one magical season and wins MVP, that's a cool feeling for a fan. Some teams do it all the time. Other teams have had to wait a long, long time. And for 3 franchises, it's never happened. Let's look at every team's last MVP. If you want to find one team, this is an order based on city name. Arizona Diamondbacks. Nobody. They've been trying ever since 1998, and despite winning 2 pennants and 1 World Series, they don't have an MVP. Paul Goldschmidt finished second a couple times, but he waited until he was on St. Louis to actually win it. Atlanta Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr., 2023. You don't have to go back too far. Acuna stayed healthy and he had a crazy season. He hit for average, .337, power, 41 homers, and speed, leading the majors with 73 stolen bases. The Braves have had 9 MVPs, the most recent one before Acuna being Freddie Freeman, winning in the COVID-shortened 2020 season. Baltimore Orioles, Cal Ripken Jr., 1991. Now this one has been a while. Ripken led the majors with 11.5 WAR and played in every game. That goes without saying. Hitting .323, 34 homers, 114 RBI, and a .940 OPS. It was a pretty close race. Cecil Fielder led the majors with 44 homers and 133 RBI, but didn't have the average or OPS anywhere near as good, and Ripken beat him 318 to 286. Baltimore has had 6 MVPs, Ripken also winning the most recent one before 1991, that being in the World Series year of 1983. Boston Red Sox, Mookie Betts, 2018. It was a magic year for Mookie. He got all but 2 of the first place votes, led the majors with 10.7 WAR, 129 runs, .346 average, and .640 slugging, ending with a .1078 OPS, adding 32 homers to the mix. He led the Red Sox to the best record in baseball and cruised to a World Series title. Boston has 12 MVPs, the next one coming 10 years prior in Dustin Pedroia. Chicago Cubs, Chris Bryant, 2016. A year after winning Rookie of the Year, Bryant led the NL in WAR with 7.3, runs at 121, and he got 29 of 30 MVP votes. .292 average, 39 homers, 102 RBI, and a .939 OPS. Just like Betts, his MVP season came with a ring, breaking the 108-year curse. The Cubs have 11 MVPs, and before Bryant, it was Sammy Sosa, winning it in 1998, the year he battled McGwire for the home run record. Chicago White Sox, Jose Abreu, 2020. It was a 60-game season, but he still hit .317, slugged .617, hit 19 homers, and drove in 60, 1 for every game played. He got 21 of 30 first-place votes, Jose Ramirez taking 8 for himself. The White Sox only have 5 MVPs, and before Abreu, you have to go back to another short season. Frank Thomas in the strike year of 1994. Cincinnati Reds, Joey Votto, 2010. He dominated the NL that year. It would have been a clean sweep in first-place votes, but Albert Pujols took 1. Votto hit .324, led the majors with a .424 on base, slugged .600, ending with a .1024 OPS, 37 homers, and 113 RBI. This helped the Reds get to the playoffs for the first time since 1995, and that was also the last time they won their last MVP, that being Barry Larkin, the franchise having 12 total. Cleveland Guardians, Al Rosen, 1953. No team that's won an MVP has a drought longer than this, but Rosen definitely deserved it. He was unanimous, 10.1 WAR, 43 homers, 145 RBI, hit .336, .422 on base, .613 slugging, and a .1034 OPS. Albert Bell got robbed back in '95. Jose Ramirez has come close, but neither man brought it home. Cleveland only has 3 MVPs. Colorado Rockies, Larry Walker, 1997. Some people say Mike Piazza should have won it, but Walker got 22 first-place votes. Piazza only got 3. He led the NL with a 9.8 WAR and 49 homers. Also had a .366 average, .452 on base, .720 slugging, and 1172 OPS. Those numbers are absolutely off the wall. This was the Rockies' only MVP in their 31-year history. Detroit Tigers, Miguel Cabrera, 2013. The encore to his Triple Crown 2012 season. Cabrera did battle with Mike Trout once again and he crushed him. 23 votes against 5. In addition to his 44 homers and 137 RBI, he led the majors in batting average, .348, on base, .442, slugging, .636, and OPS, .1078. The Tigers have won 12 MVPs, and this was the 3rd in a row, Cabrera winning in 2012 and Verlander in 2011. Houston Astros, Jose Altuve, 2017. Just like Mookie Betts and Chris Bryant, this was a magical season for Altuve before it got tainted. He had 204 hits, 346 average, 957 OPS, 24 homers, and 32 steals. He helped the Astros win their first World Series and got 27 first-place votes. Aaron Judge only got 2 in his awesome rookie year. This was only the Astros' second MVP, the first one coming in 1994 with Jeff Bagwell. Kansas City Royals, George Brett, 1980. He had a real shot at .400 that year, finishing with an amazing .390 average, also slugging .664 and ending with an .1118 OPS, 24 homers and 118 RBI, leading the AL with a 9.4 WAR. This is the Royals' one and only MVP. Los Angeles Angels, Shohei Ohtani, 2023. The Angels can't seem to win, but they have no problem racking up the MVPs. They have 7 total, but 5 of those have come in the last 10 years. Ohtani also won the Angels' last one in 2021, and in 2023, he was unanimous. On top of his 44 homers and 1066 OPS, he also put in 23 starts and a 3.14 ERA, leading the majors with a 10 WAR. Los Angeles Dodgers, Cody Bellinger, 2019. This was a battle between him and Christian Yelich, and in the end, he got 19 first-place votes against Yelich's 10. He had an 8.6 WAR, 47 homers, 115 RBI, hitting .305 with a 1035 OPS. The Dodgers have 14 MVPs, 8 in Brooklyn, 6 in LA, their last one being Clayton Kershaw in 2014. Miami Marlins, Giancarlo Stanton, 2017. This was as tight as a vote can get. He got 10 first-place votes. Votto also got 10. And Stanton finished with 302 points, beating Votto by exactly 2 points. Votto had him on most of the major stats, but Stanton had 59 homers, a number that's rarely seen in the post-steroid era, adding on 132 RBI and 1007 OPS. This was the only MVP the Marlins have won, and Stanton would be traded right after the season. Milwaukee Brewers, Christian Yelich, 2018. This was nearly a clean sweep, Yelich getting 29 first-place votes, hitting .326, 36 homers, 110 RBI, and 1,000 OPS. All that was good for a 7.3 WAR. This marked the 5th MVP for the Brewers, the first in 7 years, the last one being the very controversial 2011 season of Ryan Braun. Minnesota Twins, Joe Mauer, 2009. The new Hall of Famer had his one signature season, leading the Twins to the AL Central crown, capturing 27 first-place votes, a 7.8 WAR, leading the majors with a .365 average and .444 on base. Also led the AL with a .587 slugging and .1031 OPS, 28 homers and 96 RBI, doing this mostly as a catcher. The Twins have won 8 MVPs going back to their time in Washington, Justin Morneau winning one just 3 years prior in 2006. New York Mets, nobody. It's amazing the Mets have never had an MVP, this franchise going back to 1962. Tom Seaver barely finished second to Willie McCovey in 1969. Darryl Strawberry probably should have won in 1988. He finished second to Kirk Gibson. Mike Piazza got third in 2000, but they're still looking for that one magical season. New York Yankees, Aaron Judge, 2022. It takes a lot to beat Shohei Ohtani, and Judge needed a season for the ages. Not only did he set the AL single-season home run record, he almost won the Triple Crown. .311 average, 62 homers, 131 RBI, 1111 OPS. All that added up to a 10.6 WAR. This is one of the best offensive seasons of all time. And not only did he beat Ohtani, he got 28 first-place votes to Ohtani's 2. The Yankees have a lot of MVPs, 23 as you would expect, but the last one was way back 15 years prior, A-Rod in 2007. Oakland A's, Miguel Tejada, 2002. He was the best player in the season that made the movie Moneyball possible, playing shortstop every day, never missing a game, hitting .308, 34 homers, 131 RBI, 861 OPS. And even though his WAR was more than 3 wins below A-Rod, he got 21 first-place votes. A-Rod only got 5. I'm sure team success played a big role in that. The A's have 13 MVPs, and 2 years before Tejada, Jason Giambi took it home. Philadelphia Phillies, Bryce Harper, 2021. This was a great 3-man race between Harper, Tatis, and Soto. But when you dig down into it, Harper had the best season. .309 average, leading the majors in slugging at .615 and OPS at .1044. 35 homers, 84 RBI. And although Soto had a better WAR and Tatis had more homers, Harper had the best all-around season, getting 17 first-place votes. The Phillies have 8 MVPs, Harper's being the first since they won back-to-back MVPs in 2006 and 2007, Ryan Howard and Jimmy Rollins. Pittsburgh Pirates, Andrew McCutchen, 2013. This season marked the Pirates' first playoff appearance in 21 years, and McCutchen led the way. He didn't lead the league in anything, but he hit .317, had a .911 OPS, 21 homers and 84 RBI, 7.8 WAR, getting 28 first-place votes. You could have argued Paul Goldschmidt had a better season, but Arizona was a .500 team and he didn't get any first-place votes. Yadier Molina actually got 2 of those. The Pirates have won 8 MVPs, the last one being that last time the Pirates went to the playoffs, Barry Bonds in 1992. San Diego Padres, Ken Caminiti, 1996. This one was unanimous, the Padres winning their first division crown since 1984, hitting .326, 40 homers, 130 RBI, 1028 OPS, and turns out he was pretty juiced up. The Padres franchise dates back to 1969, but Caminiti is their only MVP. San Francisco Giants, Buster Posey, 2012. Not only did he get 27 first-place votes, Ryan Braun got the other 3. This was also a championship year for the Giants. He led the majors with a .336 average. Remember, he was their primary catcher. Also, a .957 OPS, 24 homers, 103 RBI, 7.6 WAR. And if Posey gets into the Hall of Fame, this is going to be a huge reason why. The Giants have 14 MVPs, 4 in New York, 10 in San Francisco, and before Posey, it was Barry Bonds winning 4 in a row between 2001 and 2004. Seattle Mariners, Ichiro Suzuki, 2001. In his rookie year, he racked up 242 hits, a .350 average, 838 OPS, and stole 56 bags. He led the Mariners to a 116-win season. It was a very different season from Jason Giambi, using power to get up to a 9.2 WAR, still finishing with a .342 average and OPS almost 300 points higher on a team that also made the playoffs. The vote was razor close, Ichiro getting 11 first-place votes, Giambi 8, and the overall vote was separated by 8 points, Brett Boone not being far behind. The only other MVP the Mariners have came 4 years prior, Ken Griffey Jr. in 1997. St. Louis Cardinals, Paul Goldschmidt, 2022. After so many years coming close, Goldschmidt finally got it done with the Cardinals. .317 average, 35 homers, 115 RBI, led the NL in slugging and OPS, .578 and .981, getting 22 first-place votes, Manny Machado getting 7. The Cardinals have 21 MVPs, and to find the last one, you have to go back 13 years to Albert Pujols in 2009. Tampa Bay Rays, nobody. They're in the same boat as Arizona, in the league since 1998 and no MVPs. They've had some amazing players come through, Carl Crawford, Evan Longoria, and even with Yandy Diaz's amazing season in 2023, he only got 6th place. Texas Rangers, Josh Hamilton, 2010. Hamilton had been on the rise since coming to the Rangers in 2008, and in 2010, he led them to the first division title since 1999. He led the majors in WAR, 8.7, average, .359, slugging, .633, and OPS, .1044, hitting 32 homers and driving in 100. He got 22 first-place votes. Miguel Cabrera took 5. The Rangers have 6 MVPs, the last one coming 7 years prior, A-Rod in 2003. Toronto Blue Jays, Josh Donaldson, 2015. This was his first year in Toronto, and he made himself at home. He went toe-to-toe with Mike Trout and beat him. Team success being a big part of that, I'm sure. Trout having a WAR 2.5 wins better, and Trout's overall numbers being slightly better. They both hit 41 homers. Average was 2 points apart. Trout's .991 OPS beating Donaldson's .939, but Donaldson did drive in 33 more runs. He got 23 first-place votes to Trout's 7. The Jays winning the East, the Angels finishing 3rd in the West. Washington Nationals, Bryce Harper, 2015. This is one of the most dominant seasons ever. The unanimous pick for MVP, scoring a 9.7 WAR, 42 homers, 99 RBI, batting .330, leading the majors with a .460 on base, .649 slugging, 1109 OPS. Just a slam dunk pick, even though the Nats are only 4 games over 500. Between the Expos and Nationals going back to 1969, Harper is the only MVP. That's a wrap on this video. Let me know if you have any thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like. And if you're new here and want to see more content like this, please give me a sub. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.